Gigi Berardi reading FoodWISE, tonight from our personal world of food. Sales of convenience foods such as prepared meals, meal replacement bars, and frozen food, from raw vegetables to whole meals, are particularly important to families with one parent or with both parents working. We need the time convenience foods give us. For many households, food security is now defined not by a pantry full of raw ingredients, but by the availability of nearby prepared food, whether that food is handed to them through a drive-through window, in a takeout order, or a packaged meal purchased at a grocery store. For large food corporations, this is good news. Foods that are chock full of preservatives, additives, and chemicals have a great shelf life and turn a great profit. Better yet, their added ingredients lend themselves well to advertising. Quote-unquote fortified grains, for example, may have had a lot added to them after their original goodness had been stripped out. And it doesn't take much to create a product you can advertise as reduced sugar, quote-unquote, or less fat, quote-unquote, if the standard you're starting from is, well, Twinkies. No question, convenience is important. I'm glad that I don't have to use baker's ammonia for leavening, although I still do for some holiday baking. Baking powder was an early convenience food embraced by the modern housewife, according to Twinkie deconstructed author Steve Etlinger, opening the door to chemical leavening and faster baking. We talked about access to food in part one. Many families who don't have good access to food are desperate for a cheap, easy meal their kids will unquestionably eat. Even if they could get whole ingredients, many can't afford the wasted food a neophobe child might refuse to eat, or the additional prep time of fresh vegetables and meats. This could apply to all of us. Such considerations sell an awful lot of frozen chicken nuggets. Okay, so reading, convenience is important. So's novelty, apparently. And I wholeheartedly recommend Steve Etlinger's book, Twinkie Deconstructed, which is a very good, interesting, rich, information-packed narrative on how we got Twinkies and exactly what they are. The story tonight from The Guardian, the UK, on emissions. Emissions up, emissions down during the coronavirus pandemic, completely related to how much transportation we have and are using, as we did before the pandemic.